The next store that I went to was a store that I've actually never been to before. So my very first time going here was for Halloween discounted stuff, and it was Dollar General, and it's kind of like um, it's like a Dollar Tree, except for the fact that not everything's a dollar. So I guess it's not like Dollar Tree at all. But anyway, um, this is a 17-inch light up hanging skull. It's very cheap, very basic. It's just kind of like a plastic skull head. It has light up eyes and just creepy cloth hood. I thought it'd look cool to be put like with a put it with like a full-size body. Face is actually pretty cool. The batteries are currently not working in the eyes, so I have to replace the batteries. So that was one thing I got. The next thing I got was this cool little Star Wars eraser topper set. It was a buck originally, so with the discount it was like a quarter. And actually, you know, the three ones with pumpkins, you know, obviously Halloween. But the other three, they could, you know, they're more year round. And you know, who doesn't like Star Wars? And then the last thing I got, and again I got two of the same item. These are the large, let's see, does it have a size? 6 feet tall. 6 feet tall floating ghost. I bought some from Big Lots last year, but they were in the pumpkin. Now, of course, they do not look as good as that, and honestly, that picture doesn't even look that good. The ones I got last year were the pumpkin. It's a very cheap plastic head, face, and then they just drape it with a bunch of cloth to make it super tall. But it's a pain to hang it up, and you know, it says 6 feet tall, and I don't know, that house looks much taller than 6 feet. Anyway, what I had planned on doing was putting these out front next year when I do my haunt as kind of like an attention getter, and just have them on a super tall like PVC pipe staked into the ground, and have both of these on either side of my front lawn, and then maybe getting some cross PVC to make like armature. And I thought that looked pretty cool. You know, not for inside the haunt. It's not, you know, super scary, you know, worthy of an attraction inside the haunt, but to be put out front just as a quick attention getter, I think it would be pretty cool. So that is it for Dollar General, and the last store is coming up next. So the last store that I visited for Halloween discounted merchandise was the grocery outlet. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that store. As far as I know, the grocery outlet is only like on the West Coast. I want to say like California, Oregon, and Washington State, maybe. I'm not too sure, but they were actually just up until yesterday were still selling Halloween stuff, and I'm sure they still have some stuff there. So you might want to check them out if you do have a grocery outlet. My particular one, they were selling everything. It was half off of the already discounted price. So for instance, this Halloween door cover, which is actually pretty cool. What I like to use these door covers for is not so much for doors, but I do like to use them as filler for inside the haunt when I have like a wall that just looks a little too plain. You just put it up there and it just decorates it a little bit. Something more for your guests to look at. And I thought these skulls were actually pretty cool for, you know, basic door cover. And so it was 50 cents, and of course it was half off that. So this door cover was a quarter, which I thought was a pretty good deal. And then the next thing I picked up was this, probably not too interesting to many, but I thought it was still pretty cool. It was a cupcake stand, but it was really cool. It had like the moon and the haunted house, and as you go down you see other different things, and it's 3 tiers, and it comes disassembled, of course. And you know, I'm not a baker or anything, but what I do use these things for is for next year when I do have my my actor meetings leading up to the haunt. I like to, you know, just serve them treats or whatever. So I thought this would be cool. I mean, we do it in August, so I'd be setting this out like in August or so. but it's a nice way to get festive. So it was $1.50. It was originally $9. It was $1.50. So then of course I paid 75 cents for it. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. And then my very last purchase for discounted Halloween merch was this pirate skull thing. This is an interesting decoration. Now I am not at all into pirates. I've never used pirates in my haunts. I don't know. I just don't really care for them. But this actually is animated. So let me just play you the animation real quick. Now, granted, the animation is not exceptional whatsoever. But what I did like was that it had no specific sound effects. Like, it wasn't just like a pirate, like saying, "Arr," you know, it was just, you know, regular spooky noises. You had the light up eyeball. So what I thought about doing was, you know, let me tell you the price first. It was originally 10. They had it marked down at 8.50. So I got it for, you know, what, $4.25? Like, so for less than $5 I was able to get an animated, you know, a small animated prop, which I thought was pretty good. And so I would like to kind of doctor this up and change it to my liking, to whatever, you know, I might go to next year. I might even, you know, seal up the speaker so you don't hear the speaker anymore, but you do still get, you know, the animation. But for pirate fans out there, it is kind of like a pirate skull. It has, you know, the eye patch. It has all the creepy cloth. It has hands. You know, it looks like it's in a, you know, shackled on a plank of wood. The wood is just like a foam, like thick foam. And on the back here is, I believe it takes 3 AA batteries, and the battery compartment kind of sits in a little pouch there. But yeah, so for, you know, $4, you know, I got a, you know, small animated prop. But yeah, that's it. So that's my super deep discount Halloween haul, everybody. 3 stores. Probably could have hit up some more stores, but been so crazy busy lately. So, but there it is. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, keep it creepy.